A car crash, the loss of a loved one, a tragedy, the life of a girl forced into a hospital bed. A glimmer of hope, the chance to overcome pain, to stand up and be able to walk back into life again. What would you do if this was your reality? Hi everyone, I'm Cambridge and I'm presenting our group's uplifting drama film, Learning to Walk, a story about Rose who wakes up in a hospital room shared with Galen, both unable to walk. The film takes place in the early weeks of 2002 in Sydney, Australia. The tone of our story reflects on the resilience and strength of people across the world after the 2001 September attacks, and a heartfelt story of recovery. Our story begins with Rose waking from surgery in a hospital room. Across from her bed sits one other patient, Galen. Rose remembers a car crash and her partner Nick passing away. She then leaps out of bed like it's Christmas Day to collect letters on her bedside table, only to fall and realize the terrible pain in her legs. This is the inciting incident and her first external obstacle. Our story then escalates as Rose frantically opens the letters and learns her family is visiting soon. She establishes a goal to be able to walk to her family when they visit. Just when you thought it could be getting better, Rose attempts to walk but soon becomes remorseful and petulant when she can't. Not even the motivation of her family coming gets her out of bed. Rose looks to Galen for help as he gives her an ultimatum. She can either mope with her pain and grief, or let it inspire her to recover and live in the memory of Nick. During the climax, Rose realizes Galen is correct and chooses to use her pain as an inspiration to walk with her family. This moment reveals Rose is capable, independent, and can accept this traumatic event. The resolution occurs when Rose's family arrives. Galen has disappeared, and Rose only briefly acknowledges this. We want this to spark questioning as to whether Galen was ever actually there. After all, his name is an anagram for angel. Galen is a vision created by Rose, as a way of revealing what she could become if she didn't learn to live on with her loss and injuries. Rose is able to cautiously limp towards her family with the aid of her crutches. She realizes she will never be able to fully walk again, and she will always have a limp. And ultimately, she is willing to accept this and live on in the memory of Nick, despite not being able to properly walk again. Rose reunites with her family in tears and laughter and grateful for her being alive. Further analyzing our character, Rose begins in a place of heartache and pain. Rose's determination to leave hospital is deteriorating. Rose knows she will have to live on with the pain of losing Nick. Despite this, Galen reminds Rose she still has a life left to live. Using the letters as motivation, a goal is formed to learn to walk again before her family visits. To achieve this, Rose must grapple with external and internal conflicts, her crippling physical condition and deteriorating mental state. Rose finds within herself a newfound appreciation of life and relies on her independence and individuality to accept her tragedy. The theme of this story is identity, learning to accept who you are and your place in the world. Learning to live without a loved one is like learning to walk again. The emotional journey Rose undertakes will leave audiences feeling happy and inspired. Audience will be happy because Rose is able to accept herself and her injuries. This inspires audiences to overcome their own struggles, as Rose has done. The audience will also feel reassured since everyone deals with hardships in their own way, and our story is a lesson in understanding we can all accept tragedy one step at a time. Walking is a skill we learn at the beginning and end of our lives. We believe this world we have created for Rose resonates with audiences through the themes of identity, independence, and recovery. We all know a Rose, a caring and optimistic individual. Her story needs to be told for other people to learn how to struggle through personal challenges and to be able to find themselves again. Thank you.